Yo guys, so this is another Q&A and I'm going to be answering the question about, he said, psychology and how you manage your day with school and trading and maybe gym though, just an idea. Um, so trading during school, yeah. Um, I remember me and Silver used to do it when it was like year 11 or whatever. I do not recommend that, year 12. I do not recommend trading in school. You know, personally, I don't like, when I like to trade, I like to be focused on my desk. Even, I can't trade while I'm out and about. Yes, I can, but it's not really something that I would favor to do. I like to be alone in my room on my monitor, just looking at charts. I wouldn't recommend and tell people, trade on your phone. Plus, the thing with trading in school, if you have a monitor, fair enough, maybe you can make it work. But school is usually an environment where it's loud, kids screaming, you got year sevens or whatever everywhere. Um, so I don't recommend trading in school unless maybe you're in the library and you're alone in a monitor, no one to bother you. Yes, maybe you can make it work if you're trading around New York session and you have the free time. But if you're in classes and whatnot and trying to trade off your phone, I don't recommend it, because sometimes you'll miss positions, or you'll be in class looking at your phone and you'll urge yourself to enter trades which you shouldn't be entering, and you can't see the chart properly since it's just off a mobile. And then what would happen is you would go home and you're like, crap, like you see it from the bigger picture and you tell yourself, oh, why did I take this trade, blah 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 blah. So school, I do not recommend it. And ideally, the way you trade, you really want to mold it around your lifestyle. So someone who works in the morning, maybe it's better for you to then trade New York session, or vice versa. Or maybe if you don't have much time and you have a proper job, then maybe the higher time frame, like trading the 1 hour and whatnot, might work better for you than trying to be on the 5 minute and rush a trade while you're at work or something. I don't really recommend trying to do something like that. Ideally, your trading should be prioritized and come first. And I know that sometimes that can be hard with education and work and whatnot, but you just have to find a way around it. I don't know how your life is and how everyone else's life is, but you just have to find some sort of way to mitigate that problem. But trading in school, I don't really recommend. With gym, again, same thing. Again, like, I wouldn't trade while I'm out. So I don't really recommend trading in the gym. This is my personal opinion, though. I know maybe people, they do. What I would say is, though, and what I don't really have a problem is, once you're in your position, then I think, okay, maybe it's a bit better to, then you can go and do something. Like I'd say, enter a position, then maybe you can go shower or go to the gym. But just make sure to manage it well, because I've had problems myself where, you know, because you're not managing well, things will happen, and you might not exit. It depends, blah blah blah. It's something like, for example, maybe you want to. I like me personally. I like to take profit manually. I don't really like hitting TP. I like to close the trade myself. So obviously, if I'm driving or in the gym or something like that, you don't really get to then manually turn it off. Especially while driving, it's kind of hard to do that. So yeah, I just, in general, I just don't recommend. Um, Other than that, to the question, there's nothing much else I could say. That's just my opinion on, you know, I just think, like, you need to be focused. And again, if you're on holiday, I think the last holiday I went, I took a break, and it was nice to not think about charts. But if you can make it work, you can make it work. I'm not saying you can't, trade um, while doing something else, but I like to be focused. I like to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, get on my chart, and just be locked in, and until I enter my trade. Once I enter my trade and get in my position, I'm calm. I can then go and do whatever I want to. Um, so yeah, I don't recommend trading in school. Um, so yeah, I guess that answers your question. Wasn't I don't know what else I could say. So I'll catch you guys later and peace.